When using assets from the Unity Asset Store, sometimes they may not fit your specific needs. However, it's pretty easy to make some minor adjustments in Blender with minimal knowledge. I'm Shantek, and today I'll be showing you how to split up parts of this model in Blender. To get started, we'll open up Blender and select File, Import, FBX, and bring in our model. If you don't see the texture on your model, that's easy to fix. So go to Shading. With our model selected, we'll find where we have our texture saved and drag it in. Then we can delete this one here, and we'll hook this up to the base color. Now that we have our texture, we'll go back to modeling and switch to face select mode. Hovering over the air conditioner, we can press L on the keyboard to select linked, and we can see if we drag this up, we've selected the entire air conditioner unit. Once we have the parts selected that we want to split, pressing P on the keyboard and then separate by selection. Then we'll give the new model a more meaningful name. Next, in object mode, we'll parent the air conditioner back to the building. So we'll select the air conditioner, holding Shift, we'll select the building, then click Ctrl and P and set parent to object. Now we can see that has parented the air conditioner to the building. Then we'll just do the same for the other two parts. So I've renamed the other two parts there, then we'll press Tab to go back to object mode. Like before, I'll select the other two parts and select the building last, and then Ctrl P, parent to object. Now these three individual parts here are parented to our building. So with that selected, we'll go to File, Export, FBX. We'll put it in our Models folder, give it a name, and click Export. Back in Unity, we now have the second version of the model that I've brought into a scene. If we compare the two, we can see the original is a single model, and the updated one has the meshes that we created. With all the meshes selected, we'll assign our material. Now we have more control over these individual parts, so if we don't want them in our scene, we can just turn them off. Back in Blender, it's not always as easy as using the Select Linked feature and separating parts of the mesh. There may be cases where you want to select specific faces and separate, but we'll take a look at another option using Select Linked with the UVs. This will let us split up a model based on the UVs the model is mapped to. So if we were to select the window frame, you can see it selects the entire top of the model. But we have some options here, so if we open this up, and we'll select UVs. Now if we hover over the window frame and press L, you'll see it just selects the window frame. Select Linked works in an additive way, so we can keep going around our model, pressing L to keep adding to our selection. Now that we have that selected, like before, P on the keyboard to separate by selection. Some models can be much more complex, but this gives you a few of the basics for splitting up a model in Blender. We can go a bit deeper in a future video, so if there are specific things that you want to see, let me know in the comments.